A couple of months ago, I was given a random bag of swords and bayonets. They had previously belonged to a solicitor, that's a lawyer, Americans, who had been given them over the years by his clientele who were not sure how to safely or legally dispose of them. And with the help of my audience, we managed to identify all of the blades except one. This one. Now, there were many suggestions as to what was going on with this random but Japanese-looking blade. We thought to ourselves, gosh, that handguard is really wobbly, and also it has dragons on it. That's unusual. And I received a lot of advice on how one could disassemble the handle to get at the tang. As you can see, I have not taken it apart, but I did get in touch with an expert and said, what is up with this thing? To the person in my comments who memorably called it a Franken-sword, that was Jason's opinion too. He said, yes, it looks like a Gunto World War II era, the grip and the handle certainly look like that kind of thing, but the handguard is throwing me off here. He agreed with a few of you that the handguard is likely a later edition, which is why it has random dragons on it and also why it doesn't quite fit. Other points of note, there's solder right here, just joining the two sides of this together, as you do. There are two seppa, so the little tiny discs of metal which hold the handguard in place. We have two of them, but as you can see, there's just way too much space in here. Also of note is that the grip already has a fair number of cracks in it, and so is likely not the most sound. Overall, clearly not a safe sword to be using in any context because it might explode on you at any given moment. It's an interesting sword made of real sword parts, but I don't think it's ever been used in this state as an actual sword. If you'd like to know about the other swords and bayonets that I found in the bag, I will link that video below. You may see them again in the future, especially if any of them clean up particularly nicely. Thank you all so much for playing. I have learned so many things about history from making these videos and reading all of your comments. See you soon!